Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. It's Adam here again with another quick instant movie review for you. So tonight I saw the brand new Ty West film called Pearl. This is a sequel to the film that came out last year called X, which was a bit of a horror slasher film, but with a bit of a twist. So this film basically tells the origin story of, I guess, the monster of that film. Pearl. In this film, it's set in 1918. It's during the Spanish flu. I think we're set in Texas. Pearl is a young girl who works on a farm with her German mum and her infirmed dad, who has succumbed to a terrible illness and is pretty much incapacitated, can't talk, can't do anything. So it's up to Pearl and her mum to look after him. But Pearl wishes for bigger things. She wants to be a dancer. She wants to be up on the big screen. She wants to be touring the world and be taken seriously and get off the farm. Her husband has gone off to war. Howard, and she hasn't heard from him for a while. Her sister-in-law tells Pearl that there is a big dance audition happening in town, so she should go. So Pearl sees that as her ticket out, her way out. But of course, things don't go quite to plan, and Pearl discovers that she has a very distinct talent that will probably lead her to a different style of career. Anyway, look, as I mentioned, this film is directed by Ty West. Actually, Pearl and X were written, produced, and filmed in New Zealand all at the same time during 2021, I think it was. Interesting, this film has lots of parallels with the Spanish flu to COVID, and this was shot during COVID times. It stars Mia Goth as Pearl, who was also featured in X, and she is quite phenomenal. Quite honestly, if there was Academy Awards that took horror films seriously, and who knows, after the most recent spout of Oscar wins, that could possibly happen. She would be right up there with Best Actor nomination. She is absolutely phenomenal. She's also a co-writer on this film with Ty West and one of the producers, so she has a lot to do. The wonderful thing about this film is that it's shot during the day. Most of the daytime stuff is the horrific stuff, is where the kills happen. It's highly saturated. This film is so extremely colourful and lush and beautiful to look at, but it's also horrific. There's some pretty full-on moments in this film. It is a really great origin story. As I mentioned, Mia Goth is phenomenal. This will no doubt be the start of a very long career for her. I believe she was a model before this for quite a period of time. She's married to Shia LaBeouf. She has a child to him. So look, she is quite amazing. Absolutely amazing. So her alone, her very disturbing performance is entry enough. This is a beautiful two-handed to X, and if you get a chance to see them back to back, you should definitely do it because it'll put things in context. I don't want to say too much more about X because it might spoil things for you, but you definitely want to catch Pearl up on the big screen. This film came out about 6 months ago in the States. I'm not really sure why it's taken so long for Australia to pick it up, but it is definitely worth seeing up on the big screen. It does have that feeling that this is a 1950s style film with the soundtrack, with the editing, with everything. But yeah, look, overall, Pearl is great. I think Pearl's better than X, to be honest. Yeah, you should definitely go and catch it. So I'd give Pearl 7 out of 10. It's a great film, so check it out. I am very spooked out. I'm very scared right now. It is night time, and I just saw a horror film in a cinema all on my own, and it freaked me out. Anyway, I can hear some noises, so I'm going to go. Ah!